guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Breanne and my husband's name is Andrew, and welcome to one of our weekend vlogs. So previously our weekend vlogs have kind of been very vloggy, very relaxed, and there's not been much point to them. And I've just been feeling kind of like that doesn't really benefit you as the watchers to just watch us do random stuff on our weekends. I mean, our family enjoys it, but that's not the reason we make videos, per se. We want to give you guys substance that we learn and that helps us, that can help you. So we're going to kind of tweak our weekend vlogs a little. We're still going to do them because I enjoy the vlog style. But what we're going to do is, weekends can be very hard for a lot of people. Weekends are when social obligations come up, when family obligations come up, when you have to be outside of your control zone of your house or your work. And that can kind of be hard for people. So what we're going to do is each weekend we're going to show how we survive the weekend while still maintaining our points, maintaining our weight loss, sticking to our goal, but showing you ways to circumvent that or navigate through whatever the weekend throws at you. So for example, today, it's Saturday, we have dinner plans with Andrew's parents. They are going to be grilling out. They're going to do an early dinner, and they know we're on Weight Watchers. They know. We've mentioned it a lot. I mean, it's been 6 months, so they know, and so they're supportive of that. So what helped is that they know that we're on Weight Watchers. They know that this is serious to us, and we're not just going to cheat all the time. They know Sundays are our treat days, and we really, we really appreciate that as a reset for the week. So they have asked us, here's what we're cooking meat-wise, what sides are better for you guys, etc., etc. And so we were able to talk with them and tell them, these sides are better, but we will make do with whatever you make, because you can eat whatever you want on Weight Watchers. But I know having certain things can kind of be a comfort to logging it and seeing the same foods that you eat on your weight loss journey can kind of be helpful. So we did tell them that. And then we also told them, like, if you're going to use barbecue, this is the barbecue sauce we'd like you to use, because when they barbecue, they put the barbecue on already. So it's not like we can control how much barbecue sauce or whatever. So we actually gave them or showed them the bottle of the no sugar added Ray's barbecue sauce that we use, and they picked it up at Walmart, so they're going to use that for the barbecue so that we don't have to worry about the points associated with that, because it's really great. And they also were kind enough to tell us what types of meat they're cooking, because how I view it is I still want to stay in my points today. I have 37 points, so that is definitely possible. Andrew can dip into his weeklies. He only has 25 points on green, so in order for him to eat the dinner tonight and lunch, he's going to need to probably dip into his weeklies, but that's up to him. He has a lot of fit points for physical labor and stuff like that that he can use also. For me, I really am going to try and stick to my 37 points on green. So for example, when I heard what they are making for dinner, I pre-tracked my dinner. I did. I know my weaknesses. I know what I really, really like, and I know what I can't resist to put on my plate. So I made sure to cushion for those items. That way I can then schedule the rest of my day around that. And that really does help. So that's what I have done. And so me and Andrew did talk with the bigger early dinner. We're going to do an early lunch. So we didn't have breakfast this morning. We're just going to do an early lunch and then have room for a little snack in between and then go over there. So that's basically how we planned our Saturday, with a grill out with family. And we don't want to take away the fun of social situations with friends and family. So if this kind of a approach to it ruins the experience from you, then don't do it, because we don't want to ruin experiences for the sake of one day eating. So for example, if today we're not as controlled as it is with what we know we're going to eat, if we're just going out to dinner and not knowing where, etc., etc., we would switch our treat day to today. No problems, no reason. We would want to enjoy the time with family and friends and not detract from it because we can't control everything we're eating. So, but yeah, so we thought that this would be helpful to show you how we navigate our weekends while still losing weight, because we don't stay home every weekend. We don't like stay strict every weekend, to be honest, because sometimes you just get tired of it and it burns us out. So we're going to show you how we do that. So that's how we're handling today. I will show you what we're going to choose for lunch, and then we will check in when we do our dinner. So we're going to do it more vlog style, more lifestyle style, but also include how we do our weekends. And then on Sunday, we're going to show you our treat day and stuff like that, how we control not going overboard in that. And then we're also going to show you how we set up for a successful week. So this is surviving the weekend and setting up for success in the next week. I don't know what I'll call this vlog, but we'll see. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get our early lunch started, and we'll show you what we got. All right, so for our early lunch brunch, Andrew's just having leftovers from last night's dinner. We had some beef stew that was really good and low calorie. His bowl is 8 points for his lunch. And then I am cooking some eggs and sweet potato hash browns. This will be 7 points for me, and then I'll have a 2-point coffee. So we're looking at starting our day. Andrew's got 8 points over there, and I've got 9. And I've already pre-tracked dinner for about 20 points. So I do have a couple points to play with for any kind of snacks and dessert. So yeah, looking pretty good. That's what we're looking at. I'll show you I'm cooking it right now. Let me show you. So we've got 2 eggs that I'll cook over easy, and then I already fried up some sweet potato hash browns that I made. So yeah, that is what our brunch is looking like. And then Andrew actually just had some leftover stew. So that's what it looked like, and his was 8 points. So that is pretty filling. And then we're both going to keep in mind to bring snacks, because today is actually community day. So we're going to be, as soon as we eat this, we're going to be out and about for a couple hours. So we're going to bring some turkey pepperoni and some little Baby Bell Swiss cheeses, just in case we get a little munchy before dinner. So yeah, that's how we're handling our morning so far. All right, guys, so a little Saturday update. It is a little after 3. We've just spent the last 3 to 4 hours playing Pokemon Go. It's community day, Charmander day, so we're finishing up early. We're about to head over to Andrew's parents' house for the grill out, and I just wanted to check in and let you know that after breakfast we cushioned for a snack, but we actually didn't need it. I am actually kind of hungry right now, but since they're going to start grilling when we get over there, I'm not going to push it. But what I'm doing is, I didn't mention this earlier, but on days like this, I really focus on my water intake, because one, the water can keep me full. You still feel hungry, but your stomach feels full, so it kind of helps. So I've been using my big tumbler today to try and get more water in. This is almost, 32 ounces maybe? I think it's a 32 ounce tumbler. I love this. This is the Zax from Target. I love them. They're my favorite, and of course I love the color. But when I'm really focusing on my water, I like to use my big tumbler. I don't use any of I flavor my water when I'm trying to get my water intake in, so I don't like using the really nice, I don't own an iron flask. I don't own any of those fancy water bottles. This is $8 from Target. Especially around the holiday season, like around Christmas time, they'll have them out with like the gifts, like the stocking stuffer stuff. Keep an eye out. I've gotten 3 of mine during the last Christmas sale for like $8. I think they're normally like 15 plus in the normal prices. They are not near the tumblers where the regular ones are, like my other ones that you've seen. They are over by the workout equipment, actually. So here's another good tip is I volunteered to bring dessert. So I'm also in control of the dessert pretty much. So I'll show you what we've packed for things to bring over. A little bag. I am bringing dessert, but I'm actually bringing the muffins that we made. There's only gonna be 4 of us, so me and Andrew and his parents, but I don't know what flavor they'd like. So we've got the pumpkin white chocolate, which is delicious, and we've got the banana bread, which is also delicious. 3 points each. They are very good, very filling, very dessert-like. So I'm gonna bring those for all of us to try, because I haven't tried them yet. And then I know there's gonna be a salad, so instead of unknown sides like mashed potatoes and stuff, I'm going to be choosing a salad, but I'm going to be bringing my own dressing. And so I'm bringing the Bolt House Ranch in case I want to put that on a burger as well, and then the Bolt House Creamy Caesar. And I've done this before to their house, so they're not gonna be surprised, but so I'm bringing both those, and then some water flavors to keep my water intake going. Another thing that we've had to learn on our journey, especially with family, you kind of just have to be a little more upfront with them and be like, this is what I can and cannot eat. Not that there's anything you can't eat, but within reason, I guess. But you also have to be like, last time we went over there, we brought like half the supplies for the dinner. And Andrew's mom was like, oh, did you bring the entree also? And so you'll face those kind of jokes. They don't mean anything by it. Family's family, but when you stick to your guns, some people are like, oh, okay, you're serious about this. I'm like, yeah, I brought my scale. I brought my dressings. I brought my drink because I can't trust that they'll have Diet Pop or any water. So I stick to water, but I'll bring my water flavors. So I'm over there like squirting water flavors in my water. That's what you gotta do, because it's long haul. So I still want to enjoy being social with family, but I'm also not gonna sacrifice all the progress we made. Hey guys, good morning. It is Sunday and it is our weigh-in day. So as you just saw, I lost 1.6 pounds this week, which is great. I'm excited about that. Steadily moving forward. If you watched our last weekend vlog, you know I'm trying to be better mentally about any loss being a good loss and any loss being a step towards the right direction. So 1.6, perfect. I will take it, which makes me only 1.6 pounds away from 50 pounds gone, which is exciting. So hopefully I can buckle down this week and hit that goal. So today is Sunday, as I mentioned, and today's basically our reset, recharge, and setup day, basically. Sundays are our weigh-in day, so it's also our treat days. So we'll kind of explain how we've decided to go about treat meals and stuff like that. That keeps us on track still for the next week, and how we set up things today, meal prep, all that kind of stuff, to enable our week starting tomorrow, Monday, to be successful. So there's a couple things we do every weekend that really help us. So we're actually going to start with one of the first ones, Andrew's lunch prep. So this week he wants the Felicia's crock pot chicken and gravy, so we have to start that first thing this morning so that it is done by the afternoon and has enough time to cool, and then we can meal prep it into containers and stuff. So let's go ahead and go to the kitchen and get his lunch meal prep started. Okay, so for Andrew's lunch prep, we're gonna get it started this morning. We've got our handy dandy crock pot right here, and these are the only ingredients you need for the crock pot chicken and gravy from Felicia, and then some water. So it takes 1 can of the 98% fat-free cream of chicken, 2 packets of any kind of chicken gravy mix you prefer, and then 4 chicken breasts, or depending on, you know, how much you want, how much chicken versus gravy, you can go from there. So we're gonna put 4 of these in here, and then I'm just gonna, there's 2 packs here, and then I'm gonna divide them by 2 breasts each and marinate a couple for dinners and then freeze the rest. So that's what we'll do with the chicken. So we'll go ahead and put the water, the powdered gravy, and the cream of chicken in here first, mix it all up, and then we'll put the chicken breast in there and get it started. So let me get all that taken care of, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Alrighty, so it is done and ready to start going. There are 4 chicken breasts in here, and I did weigh them out. There's 42 ounces of raw chicken breast in here. And then we used the 1 can and the 2 packets of the powder gravy, and then 2 cups of water, and mixed it all together. So we're gonna go ahead and get it on. I'm gonna do 6 hours on high for right now because it's already 11 o'clock, so I don't want it to go too late into the evening, so we're gonna put it on high to get that going. And then these are the rest of the chicken breasts from those 2 packets. We only have 1 meal this week that calls for it, so we actually take 2 chicken breasts and brine them for the meals that we have this week, which is only the KFC bowl, which is fortunately tomorrow, so that will brine and get real tender. And then these 3 with 2 chicken breasts each, we will put them in the freezer, freeze them for future meals, or if we need a quick thing to, unthaw and grill up on our Ninja Grill or anything like that. We have those in the freezer for emergencies and then also for next week to use. So that is the first part of our setup, getting Andrew's lunch prep going. My lunch prep is already taken care of. I bulk prep now. So 2 Sundays ago, I made meal prep. So this is my last week of meal prep in the freezer. So next weekend in the vlog, I will show you how I meal prep my 2 meals or whatever I decide to make. So yeah, that's pretty much all the meal prep we gotta do today. I forgot to mention that this crock pot chicken and gravy from Felicia, the way I do it, it's for Andrew, so he's on blue. So I make 5 servings out of this, which is a lot, and it's 2 points per serving, which is great for him because then he puts it over 3 points of rice, and it makes a really, really nice hearty dish for his lunch, keeps him full because he works physical labor. So it only makes a 5-point dish, and it's just really good for him. If you were on green, a 1/5 of this is 6 points, which is still great considering the amount of chicken that's in it. So it is 330 calories approximately for a 1/5 of this. So great on calories, great on points. It is so flavorful. You really don't have to do much besides salt it. We do need a little more salt than what's in the packets and stuff, but it's really great. Highly recommend for a really easy meal prep if you like chicken. Hey guys, so it is lunchtime and we wanted to show you kind of how we're doing our treat meal today. For the past few weeks, and it's worked really well for us, if there's something we're craving, what we do is for example, last weekend I was craving, there's a chicken place here in our town. I think it's more southern, but it's called Chicken Express. I was really craving their little fried chicken tenders. They're so good. So what we've been doing is whatever we're craving, for example, the Chicken Express, I wanted one of their meals, and they have like a 6-piece tender meal with 2 sides. Instead of gobbling that all down at one meal, what we do is we choose whatever our treat meal is going to be, whatever we're craving, and then we divide that actually between lunch and dinner so that we're not overeating. Because if we were to eat these normal meals that everybody makes at these restaurants, that's way too big of a portion, we've come to realize. So in order to keep our day low but still eat things that we like, we take whatever we're craving and take a normal order of that and then divide it between lunch and dinner. That way we're keeping our points down, our calories down. I mean, within reason, because still a lot of points. We go into our weeklies every Sunday. So, but that's how we've navigated the American portion size of just even one, like the number 1 meal of wherever we're getting food from. So for example, today we actually just had a Little Caesars open up in our town in the last 2 weeks, and I've been really craving just some pizza and some crazy bread. So what we did is me and Andrew got just a large pizza and 1 bag of crazy bread, and we are going to split that between lunch and dinner. So instead of trying to eat half of a large for dinner, which would be way too much, we're going to split it over lunch and dinner. So I'm going to have 2 slices of pizza, perfectly portioned for lunch, and then we're going to continue out throughout our day, drinking our water and all that fun stuff. And then for dinner, we'll have the other 2 slices with 2 slices of crazy bread. So we're taking what we want and what we're craving and making better portions of it to help us, because sometimes if you're craving something, you just need to have it or else you're gonna go crazy and then you're gonna binge on it. So that's how we've been able to keep our weeks really strong and really strict, pretty much, is by anything that we're craving, just keep in the back of your mind, we'll have a little bit of on Sunday. So it's almost like a little treat. We've done good this week. And we're not going to go over on our points with our treat meals. We're not going to go over even on our calories, because on Sundays, because Weight Watchers can inflate or penalize certain carbs and sugars, double or triple the actual calories that it actually costs, to keep us from thinking that we're going so crazy. I do count calories on Sunday, and it helps Andrew because I can count his too. So I set MyFitnessPal to a maintenance calorie mode, and that's what I eat in on Sundays, and I can fit in this Caesar's pizza, so it's awesome. So I'm gonna show you what we got. So like I said, we just got one bag of crazy bread and one large pepperoni pizza. So this is going to be for me and Andrew for lunch and dinner, so that we're not going too crazy, but we still get pizza. So that's how we handle our treat Sundays. So okay, so it's about 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna give you guys an update on Andrew's meal prep. Let me show you. So this has been on high for the last 5.5 hours maybe, and I just checked on it and it looks ready. You can always tell because I just take a little whisk and literally you just poke it and it like falls apart with how tender it is. So you, in my opinion, depends on how much gravy you want, and if you're for meal prep, we want less gravy than this. But if you're doing a dinner and wanted like mashed potatoes under this, you would maybe keep it more chunky. But what we're gonna do is we are going to, I just turned it off, and we are going to, literally all you do is just poke it and it shreds like super easy. So we're gonna shred it all and let it sit in here. And what happens is when you shred it, it's gonna soak up even more of the gravy, and the gravy will thicken a little bit. And then while that's going on, we can make the rice, and he's gonna add skillet corn with it. So we're gonna get this shredded, and then we'll put the rice on and cook up that corn. So yeah. All right, so we finished up the rice. It's all cooked. So we have a half a cup of cooked rice in each of Andrew's containers, and then about a quarter cup of skillet corn seasoned with Julio's in each container. And then we are going to evenly portion out. See, it's been sitting maybe for 30 minutes, but see how much it's thickened. And the shredded chicken has kind of soaked up a lot of the gravy, which is great. It's so flavorful, but there's still enough gravy in here to help saturate the rice and everything. So we're gonna evenly divide this between 5 bowls, which will make this 2 points per serving of the gravy mix. And then for Andrew on blue, the corn is 0 points. If this were on green, it'd only be 1 point anyways, because it's only a quarter cup. And then we have half a cup cooked rice, which is as white rice. It is going to be 3 points on all plans, depending on, you know, whether you have sushi rice or long grain or jasmine. The calories can differ and the points can differ. But for this one, just basic white rice, 3 points for the half a cup cooked. So this is 3 for right here plus 2. So he'll have a 5-point lunch. That's really filling and good. So let's go ahead and get this evenly portioned out, and I'll show you the final bowl. All right, and this is what it looks like. It looks delicious, and as you can see, such a large portion. It's so good, and it's extremely gravy. You can see it down there mixing with the rice. But yeah, so this is gonna be 5 points for Andrew's lunch for the week. We will freeze 2 of them just to be careful for Thursday and Friday, because sometimes he doesn't work Thursday or Friday. Just depends on, you know, the jobs, the construction sites they're on. So the first 3 will be fine, but just in case, we like to freeze the last 2 days, and then if we know for sure he's working Thursday and Friday or whatever, we'll pull it out of the freezer the night before and let it thaw in the fridge. So that's what we'll do. We'll let it come down to room temperature, then put 3 in the fridge for him, and then freeze the other 2. And that is his meal prep taken care of. And let me show you my meal prep that was already done. So let me show you, hold on. So in our outside, our garage freezer, which is overstock in goodies, but see, I have meal prep containers right here. Like this one is that's the Chipotle bowl that you've seen in one of our what we eat in our days. And then this one is the turkey peanut Thai lettuce wrap. So those will be 2 of my lunches, and I'm just going to put them in the fridge now. So So they just go in our inside fridge to start thawing for work tomorrow. And then that's only 2 meals. I go to in the office 3 days a week. So I'll have my breakfast right here. That's ready to go. It's the same muffins. Those were frozen also, and I've defrosted them from today till now. So both of those were frozen from not eating in the past week, just to keep them safe. And then anytime we have leftover meals, I try to work that in with my lunches. So we actually have a leftover beef stew that I'm going to take. This is 8 points. It's really, really good. So this and those two will be my lunches, taking to work for 3 days. And then the muffins are my breakfast. So that's our meal prep for this week. So yeah, and then next up, before we have dinner, I'm going to remake our menu. I forgot to make it last week, and we felt it. We were so confused about what we're eating for dinner. So next, I am going to fill out another menu so that we know what we're eating for this week. All right, so I just quickly wrote up our menu for next week. If there are any like menu items that we need to make specific choices on, I usually write it underneath, but oddly enough, every one of these meals are ones that are literally just what it says. No like sides that are specific or different from me or Andrew that I have to remember to make. Literally almost all of these. So the KFC bowl has been a staple since the very beginning. Pastaroni and shrimp, that's that really, really easy, less than $5 meal for two that we love to do. And I wanted our Monday and our Tuesday to be really easy ones just in case, because I am going and walking the trail every day after work, so I'm not home as early as I have been. So having easier meals in the beginning of the week is great because all three of these are super easy to do. I will cook both of those. Actually, Andrew cooks KFC bowl. I will cook the pastaroni and shrimp. Andrew's gonna cook the spaghetti and meatballs. And then this is a new recipe. They're crunchy ham croquettes, if I pronounced that right. I mentioned it in our grocery haul with the ham and the potatoes and the carrots. It looked really interesting. I saw it on Pinterest, so we're gonna try it out and see. I will film a video of it for you guys and let you know. I'll either post it here on YouTube. Most likely I'll post it to my stories on my Instagram. So if you don't follow us, it's at @thewalkinginbetween_. I love posting new recipes to my stories. So that's a new one we will try out. Looks really good. And then our tried and true fish and chips. The only thing different is I'm going to be trying those new Alexia sweet potato fries, but that's just me. Andrew's is going to be the same. So this has been a very key tip that we like to tell people that are a success during the week, planning out our meals ahead of time. So we make our meal plan together the night before we do our grocery order. So we do our grocery order either on Thursday or Friday, depending on the week and depending on schedule. But this week we did a pickup on Friday afternoon. So Thursday night after dinner, me and Andrew just kind of talked through what we're thinking. The KFC bowl, the spaghetti meatballs, and the fish and chips we love so much. They're almost every single week we have them. So we just really have to figure out 2 other meals, and then we have backups for Saturday. Usually leftovers, but this one might have leftovers. A lot of our new recipes have leftovers because then I adjust them later on if they work to not have leftovers because there's only 2 of us and we don't want anything to go to waste. So this, making a menu and sitting down and seeing what we want to eat for the week, what we're going to look forward to eat, has been such a key item to our success, because once we figure out what we want to eat for the week, then we check stock on what we have in our pantry and in our fridge and in our freezer, and then we know how to make our grocery order. And then I am such a type A personality that in case we're out of something at Walmart or in case something gets out of stock, I will have a backup plan for that. But normally we don't ever have to do that. Pastaroni has actually become a backup plan and is now normal, but we have a couple boxes of that, and we always buy a little extra shrimp. So any day or any evening that goes not as planned, that is always one of our favorite backups. The other one is I keep the Bird's Eye mac and cheese, the veggie mac and cheese, the freezer bags in our freezer. I keep 2 to 3 of them in there because in a surprise, we have blackened chicken strips, tenders in the freezer, and those mac and cheeses, and we make barbecue mac and cheese on nights that are just going to crap. We just need something easy and good and that is point friendly and calorie friendly. So that's always a backup. Boxes of pastaroni in our cabinet's a backup. We always have plenty of spaghetti. That is only 6 points for 2 ounces, only 200 calories for 2 ounces. That with whatever meat or even just a little bit of the spray butter, if we're just feeling down and out, those are great things we always keep on hand and that are easy to whip up in 10 minutes or less. So we then put this on our fridge, and we can always know what we're having and what we can look forward to. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. I always love the pastrami and shrimp. I mean, I love the fish and chips too. I'm excited to try those fries. So having something to look forward to, it helps. It keeps me motivated each day, knowing that I want to eat something I enjoy for dinner. So it keeps me on track for lunch and on track for breakfast, because I know not only am I eating something I love, I'm going to lose weight doing it. So yeah, we love our menus. But yeah, so we'll check in. We're going to have dinner here. We're going to have the other 2 slices of pizza and 2 of the crazy bread, little bread strips. I obviously am having trouble with my English this evening, but yeah, so we're going to have that for dinner, watch some Castle, and I think we're done for today, but we will check in and say goodnight. If there's anything else, we'll let you know.